Hi, I'm John Gates. I'm the organist and director of music here at First Presbyterian Church in Natchez, Mississippi. We've been separated for such a long time, And we have a committee, a COVID-19 committee, that has recommended, based on the science, that this June 21st is a good day for us to start meeting together again. And that's what we're going to do. So on behalf of the session, Pastor Joan, myself, the COVID-19 committee, thank you, and the worship committee, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, because things are going to be just a little bit different this weekend than they normally are. First of all, when you do get here, park in your regular place. Just park in your regular place. Go in your regular door that you like to go in. And you'll be greeted by an usher at the door when you do come in. And if you would, please, unless it's raining, wait by the door until an usher brings you inside. The playing part of an usher today is my friend Bobby. And we noticed that our congregant here did not bring a mask, and we're asking that everyone does bring a mask. So Bobby is going to have some of those. There'll be ushers at all three entrances, right here on State Street as well as Pearl Street, and the parking lot entrance into Stratton Chapel. So the usher is going to take Kara inside and is going to show her to a seat. We've even made a pathway to help us stay socially distant from each other. No one wants to be responsible for getting anyone else sick. And if the line slows down, they're marked 6 feet apart. So anyway, if you'll follow me right in here, we come in through Stratton Chapel. And the usher is going to take Kara to a seat. It'll be as close as possible to her regular seat where she likes to sit. And in this case, what we've done is we've created these little barriers here to keep certain pews closed so that we can allow for separation. So the usher is going to open the door and seat Kara here. And then he's going to close the door. Her whole family is sitting with her, of course. They've been quarantining together. There is hand sanitizer at every entrance, and there's also hand sanitizer in every pew that is open. If you feel like you just need that final preparation of making sure your hands are good and clean. Because we all want to do this responsibly, and we all want to be safe. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit different, we are going to sing, and we're going to all wear masks during the whole service, including during the hymn singing and whatnot. A little bit later on, we of course will go through the creed, the responsive call to worship, all of those things with our masks on. And at the appointed time, when it's time for the offering, what we're going to ask is that everybody in your row pass their offering to the person that is closest to the door. Then as the usher comes by with the offering plate, the person that is closest to the door puts all of those offerings to our gracious Father inside that offering plate. And they will continue down the row so that everyone that has a gift that they would like to give to God has the opportunity to do so. And that seems a preferable way to do it rather than passing the plate down rows where a lot of hands touch it. But Bobby's hands are going to be very clean, I assure you, as will all of our ushers. So that's how the offertory is going to work. The choir is going to be seated in this area right up front, so we have some reserved seating for them. But they also will be spatially separated, socially separated. And we expect to have 5 singers this weekend. And so we will continue like that. And then later in the service, it's going to be such a special time of celebration, and we're going to celebrate communion together. but it's going to look a little bit different. So we want to go through that real quick, just to show you what to expect when you do finally get here. First of all, the usher is going to come down and he's going to release a row one at a time. And Carrie, you're going to follow the usher up here, and Pastor Joan is waiting at the front. And she has just cleaned her hands very well, and she is going to tear off a piece of bread. You can come in a little bit closer there. She's going to tear off a piece of bread, and what I like to do is hold out a hand, put another hand on top, just like she's doing right there, and that piece of bread is placed on her hand, and she just consumes it just like this. You can pull down the mask to consume it. And then you're going to walk to your right over there. There will be an elder here that is going to be wearing gloves Sunday. But the elder is going to have the juice, the second element of the sacrament of communion, and he is going to take it in light manner. He's going to pick it up with clean hands, and he's going to put it in the hand of the members of our church that we know and love so much. So she's going to take this right over here to this area where there is a wastebasket. She's going to consume it and then dispose of the plastic container in the garbage can. And then she can return to her seat. She's going to take the long way around and then back down the center aisle, back down into her pew. Now, what's different next is that a lot of times right after church, we like to congregate and we like to hug people and we like to talk to them and tell them jokes and laugh and slap them on the back. And right now, we don't think that's a responsible thing for us to do. The time will come when we'll get to have that human contact, but that time is not quite yet. So what we're going to ask is the same way that we came in, where we are escorted to our pews. Each pew will be released by an usher, and people will be escorted back to the door from which they entered the building at the conclusion of the worship service. And I promise you, your organist is going to be playing some really good music during this whole time. And so you can, at that point, be dismissed, return to the front door, and please don't congregate there, just follow the path. And you can go back to your car. And then you can call your best friend you just went to church with and say, "It was so nice to worship with you today. It was so good to see you." And the fact of the matter is, we love each other, we respect each other, but we also miss each other. And it's important that we see each other and worship together and celebrate this wonderful sacrament of the church together. Because we are, though we've been separated, we are together. We are one in Christ. My name is John Gates. I'm the organist and director of music here. And on behalf of myself, Pastor Joan Gandy, the session, the worship committee, the COVID-19 committee, thank you for watching this video, and we hope that it possibly clears some questions, because we want you to feel safe worshiping together. God be with you.